Welcome back, everybody, to Oxygen Not Included, Spaced Out Edition. We are here on our Earth Lilios in the Shire. We have our hobbits running around, Goldberry, Sam, Mary, uh, Bilbo, Frodo. We need Pippin next, maybe. And we'll get plenty more, Farmer Maggot, you name it. So anyways, we are just building out our small little base, and we're planning out areas where we're gonna create future power systems and future work areas. One of them is gonna be here next to this vent. Looks like we got water geyser down here too. That's good. So in this area, we're gonna create a power system. We can't get to this yet, so this is kind of a long-term thing. But in the meantime, we can put a coal system down here. Ideally, our power system is going to be natural gas, so that means probably in this area we're going to put a little natural gas power generator, which is 1, 2, 3, 4 wide. We would need a battery system connected to it, and we need a work system to it. So we basically need a room that comes out to here for one power system, and we'll stack it too high or something, or maybe we'll make it too large. But in the meantime, what we're gonna do is we're gonna put a coal generator here. Trying to think, what can they dig right now? They can only dig that far. So a power room needs to be self-contained. But this power room is going to be shared because there'll be another power system down here, which will be the gas one. So we'll do that. So that way it's self-contained. That'll work. Cool. Alright, well there's our first power system planned. And later we'll get a smart battery down here. Meanwhile, we can do research. And the research we want to focus on is power and this thing. We need to do a rock pressure so that later we'll have the metal, refined metals, to create the smart battery, the power control station, as well as the advanced wiring, all of this conductive wiring. So we're just going to research that. We have a new dupe we can bring in, so we can have a doctor. Don't really need a doctor yet, but might be okay. Ugly crier. We have a vomiter over here. Interior. These aren't the best choices, to be honest, but really good with medicine. We just don't need it. You know what? We're gonna hold off, and we're just gonna take the care package for a nutrient bar and give them some extra food. Yep, we're gonna make that decision. Meanwhile, let's just check our skills. Yeah, nobody can be upgraded yet. Alright. We have a new day. Oxygen is looking great. The plan is flowing very well. You can see oxygen is coming up from spaces down below. Carbon is going out. We're also doing a little bit of recycling here. We can probably get rid of this one. But for now, we'll keep it. What are you sick for? You're hungry and you have food poisoning. Maybe we should have gotten the doctor. We don't have medicine researched yet anyways. I think our next priority is a farm outside of the base. Might help if I click on the right thing to find farm tiles. So we want an area that is neutral in temperature to begin with, that we can control. So I'm thinking this area will create some barriers to make sure heat doesn't come in here. We're not going to be generating any heat because there's going to be no machinery over here. And we're going to create a farm. That makes sense. These a lot of our food doesn't need oxygen, it just needs some sort of neutral gas. So what we can do is we're going to have a power cable running through here with transformers. So we don't want to do anything that close, but we could start here. We're going to have a main... Yeah, we can actually start here. Now these here don't require a sealed room or workstation. Our first general type farm, if we're just going to do mealwood. So we're just going to do that. We'll need to dig that out. Cool. That's our first farm area, but we will plan out a powered farm area where we're going to put bristle blossoms right above it. Now, we'll need a different tile for it. One that can do irrigation, automated irrigation. But let's just plan it out. It's going to be automated eventually, so we have to maintain and remember that it's going to require light. Do we have light yet? No, we don't have lights. So this is going to be kind of hard. How do we want to... What size do we make? You know what? I think we're okay. Yeah, I think what we do is we have a ladder going up to it on both sides. It has to be in a room. So this room here can be small. Do we want to put... No, we want to automate a little bit. So we'll keep it at this level. There's a door. And there's going to be a farming station. And then this will be the irrigated tiles with the light in the middle providing light. And then we'll do several of them. We'll stack them. Now the light's going to generate a little bit of heat, but we can fix that later. So that's our plan. Meanwhile, we're just going to plant mealwood seeds. We can't do the other stuff anyways yet until we do some more research. Which we can do research. So we've got that. So let's go ahead and get our light source. It's all the way down here at the bottom. Here it is right here. So we'll go ahead and research these two and get our automation and lighting. Alright, speaking of research, Future Station is a supercomputer. This is going to generate a little bit of heat as well, so we're just going to move it over here, kind of separate it out. Might remove the research and stuff out of the base or whatever later, I don't know, we'll decide. Same thing with our cooking, we're going to decide because that's going to generate heat too. Well, there's no farms that are going to be in here, so it won't matter so much. True. That's true. Did we not plant? No, we did plant. Okay, we just haven't dug the rest out. Okay, I get you, I get you. Alright, so future farms being built. Future power system is initial power system planned, but we have no wiring for it yet. Future water tank is planned. Mini water tank is already operational. Oxygen is doing excelente. No reason to dig the rest of this out yet. So we are doing good. What else do we got? What's new? We got the mini pods. Here's our other power options, a wood burner. We can do a kiln and a rock crusher. Now we are going to need these, but we don't want them inside the base because they will generate heat. So we can make work areas. So this down here can be a work area. Right there. Okay. Perfect. And we can even do a little kiln. Is it refinement or station? It's refinement. We can put a little kiln down here as well somewhere. We'll stick it right there. That doesn't need power. This needs power. This will create ceramics as well as what is it? Carbon something? Refined carbon? I forget. That we'll need in the future later for steel production. Look at that. Farm is coming online. Excellent. Meanwhile, we need to get some more exploration done. Okay, they are digging over here. Oh, here's our first irradiated area. Alright, that's good to know. This is just water. We can take it down to our tank by flowing it down a path. Probably this side, which means that we won't want to dig this ladder down below this section here. So temporarily, we don't want to build this ladder yet, because we're going to flow water from here, here, into this tank, which means that we can keep that open as well. But dig it out. So we can flow this water, this water, this water, this extra water, all into this tank. We'll have to pump this water out, and eventually we're going to pump up here and maybe somehow cool this and dump it into our tank. Research is complete. We have our lights. So how we're going to do this is, that's going to go there. This is going to be sealed. We can't put it in yet because we don't have the farm tiles, but it's going to look like that. Oh, we can plant the rest of these. Cool. Oh yeah, we can't use the supercomputer yet. We don't have anybody with the ability to do research, so that has to be our next dupe, is we need a researcher. Does anybody right now have a skill even related? Science 0. Science 0. Goldberry has the potential. Alright, so when Goldberry upgrades, she's already got hard digging, so advanced researching is what Goldberry's going to get next, until we have a true researcher, or unless we get a researcher first. That's what she's going to take on as a secondary outside of her digging abilities. Okay, we got that plan. We're good. Insufficient oxygen? What are you talking about? Look at all this oxygen. Mainly it's because they're out here working in areas and there's minimal oxygen in some of those areas. Probably what we want to do temporarily is put one of those there. This is going to flow down anyways, so that's fine. We can go ahead and deconstruct that one. Good, see, now we can start creating ceramics and refined oxygen. We don't have any clay, but we do have coal, so we're going to go ahead and just start getting some refined carbon built up. We'll need it for the future. Amazing, we're already 11 cycles in. I still haven't even built a mush maker. We're digging out enough that we're finding enough food, and we're also growing food. Now we'll have to fix that. Well, they can't eat meal lice forever. Eventually we want to get them some better food, just so that they'll be happier. We also will need to separate this bedroom out. So we're going to go one more. This is our snore room potential. There we go. We can do that. We also got some plants which we could make out of granite. Oops, I don't know where that one got placed. There it is. Sometimes when it's changing the day-night cycle, if you're building something, it puts it somewhere weird. You hear the click, you know it was built, but it's like, okay, where was it built? Alright, we're just gonna do these just to cheer them up a little bit with some plants. We can also do a water cooler out of granite and create an alternate recreation area. Now we could put it in the Great Hall, so we'll do that. Pot here, pot here, pots everywhere. We're gonna have doors here to complete those rooms. And we'll want to, we don't have the bathroom sealed anymore, so we're going to want to go ahead and put in our door here in the middle as well to seal up our bathroom. And this bed we can actually deconstruct, and we can make these out of granite, and they'll just be happier dupes because of it. They like granite. Granite is a better option. So we're just going to do 2 beds there. Alright, cool. And then that way we can destroy some of the others and slowly replace them. In fact, he's going to destroy one now. We might as well go ahead replace it. Future growth, future dupes coming in. There we go. Perfect. And we can get a new skill. It's going to be Frodo. So Frodo, let's get you digging, because everybody needs to dig. There. Awesome. Alright, meanwhile, we are making refined carbon, so that's fine. I'm going to prioritize that on a 6. And we can do our next research item. We've got the smart stuff. So what we want next is we got our piping, but we need our recycling system. We can't do the, we got to get the refined metals and all of that. We might as well get decontamination to get our water skimmer, and then up here our polluted water. Now we can't go to the 2nd level yet, but we can get the first research done. And then we hopefully will have a skill update for Goldberry, and we can give her that skill update. She can do the other research. Meanwhile, the best thing we can do is to continue exploring. Oh, we can finish this ladder right here. What do we got up here? Oh, this is the top of the asteroid already, maybe? We got, no, maybe not. Mafic, we've got ice. I bet you the top of the asteroid is here, so let's not... Let's see, yeah, vacuum. So we don't want to dig through this yet, but that's good to know that that is the top of the asteroid already. See, and this is the side of the asteroid. I can't go further. If you watch the first episode, I can't go further this way, so yeah, these asteroids here are a lot smaller. I don't know how far down it goes because I can't see if I'm scrolling still, but they're a lot smaller. Cool. Well, we know where the top is. Alright, here's our teleporter. And we found, of course, one of our machines. This one's the sender. We need to find the receiver. It'll be somewhere off up here as well. So we can go to a new small asteroid somewhere. That's good. But we're going to make sure that this base, small little base, is self-sufficient, and we are good to go. Is everybody on the right schedule? I don't think we have any night people yet. Nope, not yet. Okay, cool. No reason to put people on different shifts yet, but soon we will. Meanwhile, we can put airflow tile there, here, here, and here. Here, and here, and here, and here, and here. And when we have our ability to create our fire pole, we'll put that on both sides. Just looking to see if we have anything else that we need to immediately build. I don't see anything yet. Although a crafting station is going to be important soon, so that when they're going outside the base, So let's put a crafting station here. Because we don't need the soup suits yet, but we can do oxygen masks soon enough, I think. Alright, and we have a new dupe. Let's check him out. Decorating. Ah, look, researcher. Can't do digging, of course. Oh, yes, but we'll make you construct. Alright, so you are Pippin. Welcome to the colony, Pippin. Let's get you that researching skill. And a hat to go with it. Now we can research. That means Goldberry can do other tasks instead of researching all the time, but we're good on research. Awesome. All right, well, with that, we have made great progress in today's episode. We've got a lot of plans. We've got a lot of stuff planned out. We just need to get working on our power systems. I think that's going to be our next thing, is we're just going to get our 2 power systems and this built, and we'll connect it directly. We won't have a smart battery yet, but we'll just put a regular battery to store power with a regular wire for now. So that way we can start making refined metals, because we're going to need that for the advanced power system. And that'll go. And then we can run a wire up into the base as well to at least power this. They don't have to run on the little mouse wheel anymore. Ceiling collapse. Oh, it was just the sand. Okay, we're good. Just making sure nobody was trapped. That's important. No research assigned. What do you mean? There's plenty of... Oh, because there's... Okay, I get you. He's researching here, Pippin is, and so it's saying there's nobody to do the advanced research. Makes perfect sense. Cool. We are also going to change priority. Farming should always be on a 6. Or at some level slightly above others, just so that, you know, it's not ignored. Until you have a farmer that's going to prioritize it naturally. Otherwise, they're doing other things, and you can see these plants need fertilization. We want them to keep going, so we're going to do that. But there we go. Cool. We're just going to let them dig that out. All right, well, in our next episode, we're going to finish this up and start refining metal. That'll be our biggest priority, and of course we're going to continue research along that line so that we can create the better power systems as well as our oxygen recycling system. Those are our 2 priorities. We also need to get rid of all this polluted oxygen that's floating around inside the base, so we're going to have to take care of that as well. We'll figure out how to do that. We might take this out, put the ladder down here, and put a chest right here or something, but we'll figure it out. But we'll do that in the next episode. So thank you everybody for joining me today, and we shall see you then. Take care.